start with Bugman's Glow for the tentacles. And then we're going to do like Kislev flesh as like a base thing for the little boils and stuff that are on them. And then we're going to do the skin on this champion with Kislev flesh so that I can do some washes over it. See how that works out for us. We'll be doing Bugman's Glow for a little bit here. Partially because there's just a lot of the model to do. My palette loaded up. Some water. Get the brush cleaned up. Color back here. Okay. So we get the tentacles first. It's going to be, make sure you guys can see it. Down here. We may have to go in and do a couple coats and move this around a little bit because I've got it watered down. Yeah, okay, you can see it. When this dries, especially with it being thinned out like this, I have a feeling that the green may show through a little, so we may have to go back on and touch this up afterwards. I'm intentionally painting it thin so I don't lose a lot of the detail of the bumps. It's more light here. Okay. My brush, for some reason tonight, is already acting up. I cleaned it beforehand, but sometimes you luck out, sometimes you don't. Okay. Touch part of this guy up here. I actually really like that Bugman's Glow. I may not even do the Kislev flesh. I may do Bugman's on the rest too, and shade that. It's got like a really warm glow to it. Okay. So this tentacle is going to be a problem. This will be the hard one. Because it's so close to the power fist here we repainted. All right. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see how this side goes. Oh, sorry, I tapped the camera a little bit. I think we're going to rotate him. Boy. Okay. Okay. A little bit of bleed over. Jeez. Okay. Um. Sorry. Okay. So you have to get the point of the brush through that sliver where the gauntlet is. Looks like, oh, I touched a couple places on the way in. Let's see. Okay, don't think anything dramatic, but okay, get the back. Okay, let's try this guy. Make sure you can still see. Oh, move it up a little bit. Okay, so get the edge here. Try and be careful here. We want to get all the details right. Whatever, we don't want to bleed over onto the plasma gun if we can help it. Rotate this a little bit. Same time, we're going over that tentacle a few times to make sure it stays bright and vibrant looking. better angle on that. Okay. Now we're gonna brace it over my thumb, I think. Should be good. Okay. Get a little bit more water. Water the paint down just a little bit more. Let's see. So we'll do the bottoms at once. Comes time for that. Finish the top part of the tentacles here first, and then I'm going to flip it around and do the bottom. Like all at the same time. One more pass over the top here, because I want this to stay bright. So as it dries and shows some of that Death Guard green through it, I want to make sure I cover it back up. Okay. Sorry about the coughs. It's the gold. Let's see. Got that. That's fine. Alright, so now we do upside down, I think. Yep. We'll do this. We'll go in. get all the way back there. Ah, there we go. You can see it wraps around the weapon. See if I can find a way to get an angle here. It's pretty frustrating. So we got that area. Turn around. We need to get right inside there. And the bottom. So we'll take care of that portion. The moral of the story is paint backpacks before you super glue them to the model. That's the lesson I'm taking out of this. Because I'm now paying for that oversight. Let's see. Can I even get in there? Are we getting it? We're getting it. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Now we need to get one set of these tubes at the top. Or are they both tentacles? It's these right here. Yeah, okay, we can get it. Sounds like one of the kids getting yelled at. Hmm. Yeah, it should be fun. Okay, let's check all our tentacles one more time. We got them. All right. Hmm. All right, well, that's drying. I'm going to do some Kislev flesh on the skin. Ace Master, thank you, sir. Thank you for the host. Appreciate the host, bud. Do Kislev flesh now. It's going to be the mouth on the stomach and the guy's head. Try to get good consistency here. Okay. Still a little too much on there. Hope you can see that. 1 second. Hey, Ace Master, how's it going? It's going pretty good over here, other than a slight cold. Thanks for the auto host, sir. How's your day going? I'm just edging this in to avoid hitting the armor too much. That way you don't paint over any of the detail work we did on the edges there. Although we can clean it up if we mess up here. So because the Kislev flesh is watered down, it looks like it's going to take probably 2 thin coats there to go over this Death Guard green base coat. Change the tip focused again. go back through as we go and touch up some of that. It's fine too. We're gonna come back through and like do some washes on that edge there. One sec. Oh, nice. You did some ptarmigans. That's cool, man. Did you post them to Instagram? I think if you did, you should throw the link up in chat. Okay. Like I said, we're gonna wash this to change the pigment. It's just that undercoat of skin. For the edges, I'm just trying to let the watered down paint soak in and let gravity do the work for the detail. That way don't put too much and flood it out, because the detail on the raised edges of the armor is really, really thin. Also very easy to paint over. Edges of the gums here. Staying away from that maggot so I can come back and hit that up later. Trying to only get the recesses between the teeth. That gum line, basically. Let that dry a little bit, we'll come back. Yeah. So now we're going to do the head. Make sure you can see that. Yeah. So we want this to go on very thin. Because we want all those facial details. So I'm actually not adding more paint right now. I'm pushing around what's already there. We're basically laying this Kislev flesh as a glaze. Like, it's not dirty water thin, but it's like at least 40% water. There's it. It's just enough water so that it still kind of holds together, but it runs. I want it to hold together, but I do want it to flow a little bit. That way it'll fill the cracks instead of filling them up, covering up the details. It'll just float the cracks and fill in the color we want. We can always glaze another coat on areas that we want to brighten up. Like I said, we're going to stain all this anyway. So we just want this down as a base coat for the stain to act off of. Good. Paint the gross fat part of his neck and head. We're going to leave that. There's a maggot down in there that we base coated scribe brown, and we're going to go ahead and leave that alone. Because when we do the other maggot, we'll come back and hit that one. I'm kind of also blending flesh to where the bone is, because I don't really want a hard transition there. I want it to kind of flow. Make sure you guys can see. Yep. So skin area, I'm letting gravity do the work for me. Okay. Okay. Let me get the back here. So trying to not get that maggot. Okay. Okay, let that dry for a second so we can see how it's going and if we need another clone and stuff. Tiger 65, painting looks great. I'd probably zoom the camera back some as your hands are covering a lot of the stream view. Your camera's having some focus issues that close up. Oh, right, okay, yeah. So the autofocus isn't working well, at least with my setup. So I don't know if you can see that fairly well. So I had to set the focus manually, and I'm just basically having to try to keep depth of field. Because for whatever reason, the C920, the autofocus doesn't work very well for the minis. I don't know if anybody else has a C920, but I thought the autofocus would be better. It kind of comes out like garbage from what I can see. Yeah. Okay. Just wash a little bit in spots here. Back of this head area. It's okay, that'll probably cover up with the wash. Oh, well, that sucks. Hang on. Let me see if I can retrieve that glop of Kislev flesh off that hose. Maybe make it worse. Cut most of it off. I think I can cover that when I do the highlight. Yeah. When I do the highlight, I'll just get that portion. Maybe Dark Reaper. I don't think you can see it on the camera. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm just checking to make sure that my areas with Kislev flesh are good. See if I need to touch anything up before it starts drying. Okay, let's try. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good there. Look at the bottom of the chin. Um, we get it? I think we got it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Bump the camera there. Try to get that very underside of that cheek. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay. Just very gently getting the gum line in there. Okay. Alright, that'll be good. I think our Bugman's glow is dry now. So, the portion, the tentacles and stuff that we did in Bugman's glow, we're going to hit the nodules with this Kislev flesh. If there are any. Before we do a wash. Yeah, there are. And this is basically just to give the pustule areas a different shade. So when the wash, oh no, when the wash hits them, we can, point out that droplet of Kislev flesh I got in the seal there. Yeah. That way, when I think we're gonna use like Caribert Crimson as a wash. When that goes over it, what's gonna happen is the Kislev flesh will darken down also, but it'll let the area here, like these nodules, it'll let them stand out a little bit. Also like the little holes, highlighting the edges of that with it. You're kind of doing like little tiny circular swishes, just to cover the little blisters over there. Okay. And then that's going to be, okay. That's going to be all the dots, I think. Good. Oh, we missed some tentacle in there too. So here's what we'll do. Go back and we'll get a little tiny bit more of the Bugman's Glow. And we'll touch up the area that we missed. While that dries. Okay, close that back up. So I can mix up all this Bugman's Glow here. Okay. So we're missing, if you can see it, it's like right there on the boot. So I've got it watered down a little bit, and I'm just like pulling towards me. Okay. And then this little guy by the boot. Get a little bit more in there. Let's see. Okay. This edge again. That dry for a second because we're gonna have to put on a little bit more. May thicken this up a little bit more, actually, because I think it's going on a little too watery. Okay. That's good. And I'll go back here. Okay. Very good. Just like letting it dry a little bit and then hitting it again. Just another light coat. So it turns out the way I want it to. Great saturation and color. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Well, looks like there may be another piece of tentacle here on the other side of the, on the other boot. So we can get to that. It's fine. I mean, it's so hidden that we don't have to get it perfect. Just when you look in and see it from an angle, she'll have the same, like the correct glow. It'll be fine. Because it's so obscured by the boot. Anyway. Right in there. That's in. Oh, Ace Master, thanks for watching, dude. Take care. Appreciate the host also. Okay, so let's see. All that good, good. I'm gonna get his tongue with the Bugman's glow to give us a different color for the tongue. It'll also darken up when we hit it with wash. And okay. Should be good. You know what I'm also gonna do? His lower cheek like that. Oh. And it's just gonna be right here on the edges. Yeah. Okay. All right. Tongue's painted. That's good. I'm gonna actually cover up a little bit of that with a light amount because I don't want it to be the exact same shade as the tongue. Just want it to drop a little color onto that area. Perfect. Okay. Good. Okay. So yeah, the whole point of that is to just have like a little bit of darker Bugman's glow in the cracks there. So when you wash with it, it'll do different things. Okay. So we're gonna do Caribird Crimson now. It's gonna be on the exposed tentacles. And if it's too light, I'm just gonna throw some Druchii Violet over it. But Druchii Violet's the way to go normally. The thing is I did this guy Druchii Violet. I just don't like how it was so close to the pink horror, whatever. Oh, sorry, that I used for the cloth. So you see them side by side. The tentacle has more like of an organic look versus like being harsh. Okay, some of the Carberg Crimson places we're going to do this. It's like the eyes, mouth. I'm not putting a huge amount on. But see, like, we want, oh, sorry, it went off. So we want this area to kind of stand out. So we're blotting in the Carberg Crimson there. We're going to do the area around here. Here where the Nurgle swords are. The horn, where the horn is. Basically, it's going to give it the impression of like kind of pink inflamed skin. Let's see if you can still see. Now we're going to use it basically in here, where the armor is. It's going to give this part a sore look, which is what we want. This is like a very light wash. Trying to be careful not to get it on the armor. We just want the skin. And the pooled areas up here, I'll try to take that out, move that around a little bit. That just gives this like pink effect. Skin look kind of sore. Make sure you can still see it. Yeah. Okay. So, got that part. Get a little bit more of this Caribou Crimson because we're going to do the tentacles now. We're not getting any on the armor if we can help it. Just going for the tentacles. It's like a nice, thin, even coat over our tentacles. Okay. 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 Let's get the front of this part. Good. Just a little bit right here. So it's just a light coat of this Caribou Crimson over the Bugman's Glow to kind of bring out that color. Okay. The tubes up on the backpack. Okay. Good, good, good. think we're all set. Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna go to Druky Violet once that dries. Let's see what we've got right now. We're good. And then we're going to do a little tiny bit of Druky Violet to the face, and then the area around where this mouth is. Because we want the mouth to be kind of sore. Okay. Give that another minute or so. Let's see. Trying to figure out what we can do while we wait. You know what we can do? Insert on these teeth. So we can do Bestigor flesh for the next layer on the teeth. Just a tiny bit of this, because then once it dries, we're going to do Screaming Skull to give it the actual tooth look. But this Bestigor flesh is going to give us a highlight that will complement the Skag Brown that we used. Make the teeth look like they have plaque. Okay. Then for this, we're going to do at least the top portions of the teeth. Leaving a little bit at the base. I'm not covering up the entire tooth, but we are getting a good portion of the teeth. Make sure you can see that. That way just the base will be that brown. Okay. Okay, and you can see kind of how that's affecting the teeth. And then what's going to go on next will be the screaming skull. We can actually do this guy's teeth the same color to give him like a placky look. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. And then what we're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna use that screaming skull for the highlight there. The edge of the teeth. That's gonna give us the actual like whiter look. So we're not gonna water it down too much. We're gonna highlight the top of the bone with this too. Okay. Got this, good. For this, I'm just doing the raised parts of the teeth. And the tips. That's giving them their detail back. It's kind of making that placky look work. So basically just doing the raised portions. Yeah. And then you can see it there where it goes like dark at the top, and it'll give it that gross, unclean teeth look. Make sure this goes in right. Yep. Just in here. Just doing the very edges of the bone. Only the really raised portions. Okay. Okay. Try highlighting the other bone here. Okay. Okay. Depending on how that dries, we'll knock it back down with shade. That's going to give us a little bit of an extreme highlight on the bone. Show off some more details. Make sure you can see that, yeah. Inside of the power glove. Yeah. Okay. All right. Pretty sure another shade of, or I mean, another coat of Agrax Earth Shade will be put on this to knock it down. Okay. Got that figured out. Teeth are good. Claw's good. Okay. Got that figured out. Good, good, good. Now that the Bugman's Glow is, I mean, the Carebrick Crimson wash is all dry, we can play around with this Druchii Violet. And just do a little bit. On the tongue. On the eyes. That little, very small portion of the face right here. Good. So that's going to soak in. It's going to give us a little bit more definition on that face. And now we're going to do the teeth area. So for this, we're hitting the gum line. Actually, we're kind of just doing the whole skin. But we're making sure to hit the gum line too. Okay. So now if you look, the skin's very sore. Here, we'll do it right there by the sores too. Okay, so the skin's very sore around the teeth, and then the teeth have this cool tartar buildup plaque looking thing to them. I'm pretty happy with that. Good. Trying to see what I'm going to do with the tongue, because it's kind of blended in a little bit. All right. So we're going to, let's see. Go with the maggots real quick. It's going to be Averland Sunset. Let me mix that real quick. We're going to do a little bit of the Averland Sunset. We're also going to use in the Nurgle sore spots, I guess, on the armor. Little indents in the armor. Close my jerky violet back up. Okay. So the Averland Sunset is going to go over the maggots. You can see that portion. So there's 2 maggots. There's one on the back of his head too. Oh no, there's 3, because there's one right up here on the armor. Hang on 1 second. Clean off the bronze. It's right here. There. Okay. This is going to be like here. The boil. So we'll come back to that. For the other things, we're just doing like a dot, a tiny dot at the center. You'll see one in a minute. Just a little dot at the center of the armor. Dents in. And once these dry, we'll go over them with Seraphim Sepia, and it'll seal that look in. Okay. Oh, got a little too much. That's fine. Okay. Okay. There. Yeah. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's get the rest of this maggot. And we'll get the one on the back of his head. Probably from this side. Okay. I think we're good on the maggot. Then we'll do the blisters on the skin. Make sure you can still see that good. Okay. And then we're going to do just a little tiny dot on those eye portions in the skull. I think it might be a maggot crawling around or something. Okay. Taking a look at it right now. I think the next thing that we're going to do to this guy is, let's see. Why don't we do the plasma gun? We're just going to do the coils here, and then we're going to do a heat effect on the plasma gun. So for the heat effect, we start off with the Drakenhof Nightshade. And we're just going to use one little dab of this. Let's see. And then what we're going to do is come here and we're going to do a band of this Drakenhof Nightshade. Along the nose. Okay. So once that's done, we're going to let it dry. And then we're going to come behind it, we're going to band in Caribou Crimson, Seraphim Sepia to make this portion look like it's been distorted by heat. And then we are going to use, so that's going to be drying. So we're going to base coat now the coils, the plasma coils. And for that, we're going to use, so what we're going to do is we're going to use Hexed Lichen, and then Warlord Purple will be the overcolor. But once we've done the Hexed Lichen and we've dry brushed on the Warlord Purple, we're then going to put Daruki Violet into the coils to basically bring out the, what do you call it, the effect of the plasma coils being heated up or whatever. So I'm not going for a glowing effect so much. I mean, I want there to be a glow, but I am not going for a glow object source lighting for the whole mini type thing so much as I'm going for specifically like this will be like a powered down plasma gun, if that makes sense. So like, or it'll be powered up, ready to use, but not turned on, ready to fire, if that makes sense, I guess. Go ahead and thinning my paint here. Okay. So for this, we're going to use this Hexed Lichen on the actual interior coils. So I'm going to try to get a good angle here. So I'm trying to paint the top of the coils without actually painting the side of the armor or anything else. Okay. Okay. Now, here. So now if there is some bleed over or a little bit of spill over, it's fine with this color because this is the interior glow. So it's going to be the color of the plasma. So let's see, our shade is drying okay. Back up, dude. Okay, so oh, sorry, I messed with the camera there. Son came in the room to say hi, and he's moving me around a little bit. Okay, so if you can see, maybe you can, maybe you can't. Those interior coils on the backside. Okay. We're just making sure to get in between all the fins. Good. Okay. So we can see now we've got it base coated. No need to let this dry. And we're going to do basically a highlight of Warlord Purple over the top there. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Okay. And then our shade looks to be drying on the front. So we can go ahead and come back and add the next thing, which is going to be, let's see, Carberg Crimson. We're done with Drakenhof, so we'll put that back. We're done with Agrax Earthshade. That's Reikland Fleshshade. I'm trying to find my Carberg Crimson. Ah, here it is. This is the next one to go in for this heat effect. And it's just like a real small band. Right here, right behind the Drakenhof Nightshade. I want it to be just enough. It blends in. So then that's giving it like a violet color or something, along with that Drakenhof Nightshade color at the front. Just do the Seraphim Sepia right now. So the Seraphim Sepia will be what ties it all together. Okay. It's going to be a band also. Bring that right back into here. And so now it looks like basically there's this transition where the what do you call it? The metal has warped from the heat. So basically that oily look that metal gets once heat starts hitting it. I just wanted that for that heat shroud right there, which would be good. Just looks like it needs a little bit more Carberg Crimson though, so we're going to do that right in the middle. This doesn't have to be exact. It isn't exact. So just basically getting the bands in there, and you know, the Drakenhof Nightshade would be the biggest part. The Carberg Crimson probably the most, and then that Seraphim Sepia is at the back end. So just let it sit there and melt in there. Sorry. All right, now we're going to do our Warlord Purple, game color Warlord Purple. Oh, too much. Hang on. Didn't come out right. I'm going to shake that more. Okay, hang on. Okay. Just needed one little drop. Okay. So for this, we're going to do, oh, sorry. Wow, again. Okay, so for this, we're going to do the top of the coil. Let's get my brush, do that. This is just going to go on evenly, just doing like a strip, basically, of it so it can cover the coils. So then we'll do the Druchii Violet in there too, and then that's gonna kind of hopefully give it a deeper effect. Okay, let that dry though. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna do, I think, the bronze highlights. It's gonna be Sycorax bronze is what we're gonna use to highlight the edge highlight the Balthazar gold on this trim. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to hit edges. Oh, sorry. Keep getting too close to that camera. So edge highlighting. So doing the eyelets and teeth on these bronze skulls. And Nurgle fly there. Get the corner of that cap where the light hits. Alright. Now we're doing the outside of these holes. Alright, same thing over here. This isn't like getting an even coat or anything. We're basically splashing it on areas where the light's going to hit. And then the areas of the trim, edge highlighting. Okay. All right. Okay. Like I said, edge highlighting, hitting all the edges to catch the lights. Okay. I think we're solid. Yeah. That's good for the brass edge highlights. Call that a day. Let's see. Got all that stuff. That's figured out. What else we got going on? We need to do extreme silver highlights. That's what we need to do now. Do that part. Okay. Mixing up my, let's see, Stormhost Silver. Stormhost Silver is to do these extreme edge highlights on the middle. Okay. I need a little tiny bit of Death Guard green to fix an issue I'm seeing from when I did that silver. Like literally just a dab. Okay. Got all our edge highlights done on the metal. We're going to do Dark Reaper now. It's going to be for the black on the hoses and stuff. So just a dab of this too. Literally one brush load is going to be fine. Okay, so this stuff going back here. Okay. Okay, I think I got all the areas with the Dark Reaper. Good. Okay. That's good. All that's good. We're gonna hit the, I think plasma coil's dry, so we're gonna hit that with Tricky Violet. Just one pass here. I'm not even trying to cover it. I'm just trying to load the coils up. And that's it. Just to give it that glow effect. Okay. So that's good. That's all set. Trying to just get to finer and finer details here, which is good. Just didn't work over this. I think next we're going to do corrosion. Yeah, so I think we're going to do some corrosion on the chainmail. And then we're going to do some Nihilak oxide on copper, or in the bronze. So we'll do weathering next. So it's going to be what, typhus corrosion. Once it dries, we'll hit the rise of rust, but we'll do the nihilic oxide while the corrosion is drying. Because you gotta put, for rise of rust to work, you have to put typhus corrosion down. It has to be dry. We're gonna do real little light little bits here. We don't want it to be overpowering, I guess. Okay. So there's some on the back. We're gonna do a corrosion on that. All right. We're not piling the corrosion on because we don't want to lose details in the chain. What we're doing is like just gliding it over. Okay, so it's fine. All right, and then now for the blade here, this is going to be a little bit more of this corrosion effect. Take that off the gem there. So we do a gem effect on that. This side can be gross. Okay. This is typhus corrosion. It's not so much that it's like less is more, but too little isn't a big deal. But it will pile on really thick if you let it. So, not gonna do that. And while this dries, I think I'm gonna, and I have the typhus corrosion out, bring this guy back and we're gonna put some corrosion on him. No, he's not really at that stage yet. All right. We don't want the weapon to be super compromised. We're just gonna basically dirty it up. Good, good. Go ahead and hit some of that shoulder there. Okay. Oh, I had one other place for that riser rust hand. I mean for this stuff. Okay. I like to do I like to do these vents. Just glop on just a little bit there. And then so there's some grime on it. Some grime on the fins, the chainmail. Should be good. Okay, so now that can dry. So you can just sit there, hang out. Now we're going to do like oxide. On this guy. One of my favorite little technical paints here. Snailac oxide is really cool. Okay. This is basically a wash. Actually, we are going to water this down even more than it comes out of the container. We'll just do like really dirty water. Here's what we're going to do with it is just lightly wash it into some of these recesses and on some of the brass. And I really don't want to like coat it. I want to create an oxidation effect. All right. Okay. Got it. Okay. Just a little bit of that. Certain areas. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it should be good. This guy. Get that right there with some oxide. Maybe this back one. Cool. All right, and that's just like a cherry on top type of thing. Like we don't put a ton of that on there if we don't have to. You just want enough to hit the points that you want. And that's it. Like you don't want to overpower, put a ton of it on there. Less is more with that. I think we're almost ready to do the rust. Yeah, we're almost ready to do the rest. So put that over here. And then let's see what else we got to do on this guy. We're going to have to... We're going to have to do pupils. We can do pupils. It's not going to hurt anything. Need my tiny detail brush for that though. And we're going to use a batten black, and we're just going to hope that this goes okay, like the first time. Just don't want to keep trying to do pupils over and over again. It's not fun. Let's see. Oh, sorry. It's this headset. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ooh, okay, that one was good. And hang on. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's good. We got like a little cat's eyes type thing going. Which is cool with me. Yeah, that will work. Good, good, good. All right. Now we do the rest. Cool. Okay. Whew. First try with the pupils. That is wow, pupils are always the like pucker factor part of the model. It's the hardest part to, I mean, if it messes up, you're done. You just paint over it and try again. So I mean, it's just, oh, it's nice to get the pupils on there first time. Okay, this Rise of Rust goes on dry brush. So for this, we're gonna build up that rust. Cool. Dry brush the areas that you want the rust to appear on. Doesn't take a lot. Especially on the chainmail. Does not take a lot. Okay. Okay, we're good. Here? No. Okay. In your Rise of Rust, when you get it, it's going to look like it's too dry in the bottle. It's supposed to look like melted Laffy Taffy. That's the point. It's 100% the intended consistency. Okay, so like here, notice we got this like stained rust type look. And then in the links to the chainmail too, which is good. That's what we want. Okay, so now we need to follow that up with Stormhost Silver again one more time, because we're going to do edge highlights along the blade. Okay, 1 second. Mix my silver up here. Load my brush. Just really carefully. Hit all these edges. It's an angle. Okay. Okay. So that's got that rusty look to it. Also want the edges here to kind of have that too. Okay. Okay. Should be good. Happy with that. Let's get that rusty gross look. Who's this? Andy Podell. That glow and barrel burn look amazing. Oh, hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's not the actual, I guess, glow effect, but like this is supposed to be essentially inactive, right? So on my other troopers that I'm painting, the ones that will have like the gun out, I'll do that more dramatic object source lighting effect. But like here, it's just kind of supposed to be idle, slung on his back, you know? So we got the sword here. Well, let's get out. You know what? I have one more hit here. Because what we're doing is we're taking that Stormhost silver and we're hitting all the raised areas to bring back that detail we lost to the corrosion. Don't need to cover anything. We're just hitting those raised areas for definition. Yeah, should be good. Cool, cool. This right in here. Going back and kind of hitting those corroded areas with that Stormwood silver. It'll sell the rust effect more. Okay. I think we are going to try some gem effects now on the blade. I'm going to use Waystone Green. I'm going to try to put a gem effect on the Nurgle boil on the actual metal. See how it looks. Never done this before, so we're just doing it live. Hoping for the best. So. Do that first layer right there. Try to put something thicker. Come on. We want this thicker than this. All right. Looks good to me. It's just supposed to be that light kind of glowing effect on the blade. Make it look like something's going on. Something unwholesome is going on with the sword other than just rust. I like it. Okay, I like the way that looks. We will keep it, sir. Okay. Matter of fact, while we're here, with that Waystone Green out, we can hit the lenses on this guy. And that looks perfect for what I was going for. So let me just do this guy. The scope. See if that turns out the way we want. Yeah. Cool. And then right here, the edge of this box. These Nurgle boils right here on the weapon. Yeah, I like how that looks. It's good. Eye lenses came out good. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, gosh, I keep hitting this thing. Sorry. Okay, yeah, it's good. Got the gem effects on there. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. See how it's drying. It's doing its thing. Perfect. Okay, cool. The waystone green is kind of hard to judge. I have to keep looking closer and closer at it. But it's good to me. Gives that like creepy little glow, which is what I wanted. Yeah. Sorry, it's cold again. Coming down from being sick. Okay, so I got that. Trying to figure out what else needs to go on this guy for him to be like quote unquote finished. He's about done. Don't know what else I would do to him. Yeah, pupils are done. Okay, I think our plague champion is finally finished. Looks suitably nurgly, I think. Pretty good. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's going to do it for the evening. Thanks for watching, everyone.